Ben, here we are on beautiful Pensacola Beach.
Yeah, where it all started for me.
All started right here in Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah.
Many summers out here?
Yeah, many summers, man. A lot of great memories.
Yeah.
And just happy to be back, man. Being able to enjoy the beach and enjoy the weather. And just great feeling being back home.
Go fixing to head out, do a show with Jalen Moton.
Yeah, Jalen Moton. Yeah, so we're gonna go out and meet Jalen and let the world know about him and what he's doing over at Catholic High School.
Right.
And maybe see a couple of swings. We'll go in the cages and it's gonna be interesting.
Right, and we just got back. We saw him last week at the Rise to Greatness thing.
Yeah,
talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so Rise to Greatness. Jennifer Ford, she introduced it to me. She invited me down to Birmingham, Alabama, and wanted me to bring a few of my kids down from Showcase Baseball down to Rise to Greatness to let the kids get some exposure and also kind of let the kids see what a showcase is all about.
Absolutely. And you got another phone call from her, didn't you?
Yeah. So Jennifer, she's wanting to bring Rise to Greatness to Atlanta.
Awesome.
To one of the fields that we're going to be using during the summertime, Jonesboro High School. So we're going to do a camp down there July 10th.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're it's going to be ages 7 through 13.
Awesome. Let's do it.
This is the Georgia-Florida Baseball Show, brought to you by Coach Ben House with Kevin Perkins from Surrounded by Sports.
Welcome to the Georgia-Florida Baseball Podcast. It is brought to you by Georgia Showcase Baseball and its owner, Coach Ben House. Ben, how we doing?
Doing great, KP. How you doing today?
I'm good. We are here with one Jalen Moton and his parents, Louis Moton and Tamitra, who is not on camera, but she is operating a camera. We're going to talk to Jalen. Jalen, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited.
You're excited?
Yes, sir.
I'm excited because you're going to FSU.
Yes, sir.
And I don't get to talk about FSU because Ben doesn't let me, but now I get to talk about FSU. It's pretty cool. All right. We saw Jalen at the Rising Stars show, Rise to Greatness.
Yes. Rise to Greatness Showcase.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I was in the car and Ben texted me to get to the field and watch Jalen swing the bat. Right?
Yes. It started at BP. Just a different sound coming off his bat. Just a different approach at the plate. Everyone saw it. That was very evaluating. We had a few scouts there, a lot of ex-MLB players there that recognized his swing. So yeah, I thought it was important for us to get an interview before, so we can say we were the first ones to get that interview before he gets big time.
Right. Today, our goal is to go through the infrastructure you guys have built around Jalen to make sure he is the best version of himself. We want to go through how you wound up committing to FSU as a freshman. You're a rising junior star at this point, and we want to talk about that. We want to talk about your travel ball, and we want to do all of that. Sound good to you?
Sir.
All right, we'll do all of that after this. First of all, I don't know which one of you wants to answer this, but how did we get into baseball?
I'll answer.
Okay.
So it really started, I think, I was 4 years old. my dad, he was watching baseball, and then he just took me to the baseball fields. He put like a little tiny bat in my hands, and then I just put it like this. So I was like, he's like, "Oh, you're a lefty. Like you're gonna be good."
Yeah.
So I just kept swinging, and then just started working from there. It's just
Right. Okay. So and then you knew right away that he liked baseball, and you started coaching right away.
Well, I ended up coaching on accident. We showed up to the baseball field, and we all thought that we were coming out to help coach a team. And we get there, and we realize that we all just signed up to help coach the team, and we were all the head coaches of the team now.
Right. At about 14, you transfer over to national touring team Aces. Is that right?
we came into the Aces season, and then that's when I really noticed like there's a big difference between the national and like the other brackets. Started facing like a lot harder pitching, but that really got me ready for like high school baseball. So that was very good.
Right. Now you've also done the we know Alex White's and MVP Minority Baseball Prospects. You got to do a showcase with them in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah, the Bahamas. That was insane. That was probably like one of my best baseball experiences I've ever had, because I saw like I think Derek Jeter. We got to the fields and he just shows up. Everybody just goes crazy, runs to him.
Okay, I've been in a building before when Jordan was there. Is it
Yeah.
kind of like that when Jeter's walking around?
Yeah, it's definitely like that.
Right.
He's just standing there being quiet and just taking pictures with everybody.
And there's still a buzz.
Yeah,
He
still
didn't have to do anything. He could walk
Nope,
in the
he's
buzz.
just sitting there. Yeah,
Yeah, was it cool?
it was very cool. I like him.
And then other people were there. Other people were there.
Oh yeah, stars like Jazz Chisholm and Tamar Johnson. So some really really big people.
And you guys enjoyed it? Did you guys get to enjoy it?
Yeah, we went. We went as well. We got to basically participate. And, they had like a parents portion where they would let us ask questions to all the previous pros. We witnessed Jeter walk in the room, and we all turned around. The room got quiet. But we got to see a lot of my favorite players coming up. Andre Dawson.
Oh wow!
The Hawk was there.
Who's your favorites too, huh?
Yeah, I played with Eric Young Jr., Eric Young Sr. So yeah, we witnessed a lot of greatness walk in the room.
100%. Now, how you got on our radar was what we talked about earlier, the Rise to Greatness thing. How did we wind up there? What did you hear about that?
So Brave Scout Travis Coleman, he told us about it. So we're like, oh, that should be good for me, and it's a good way to get my name out there and get some exposure. And he really helped with that.
Right. Now, Ben, how important is it for a young man like this to get to go to the Minority Baseball Prospects thing or the Rise to Greatness thing?
Well, it's very important. A lot of times when you're getting invitations to showcases like that, it's usually invitations only. So you got to be a pretty good ball player, somebody special for them to invite you there. So it gives the kids an opportunity to go and showcase their skills. And not only that, it gives them a chance to go and let scouts, recruiters see the kids' personalities. More importantly, because they know they can play.
Right.
But a lot of times, they're looking at their character and just how they interact with each other, with their peers and different coaches, how they're soaking up information from coaches. So it's very important, and I'm sure Jalen's going to get a chance to go to plenty more showcases in his young future.
Right. Now, I believe that Demetra told me that the one question you were asked was about your grades on the walkout. So that does lend itself to what he said, and you were able to say they're doing good.
Around 3.5, and I could really thank my mom for that, because she's always helping me with my grades every day after practice or like after bad games. I'm not feeling the best, and she's always saying, you could still do good around with your grades, because that's more important than just playing baseball.
Right. Well, that's the infrastructure that we're talking about. You find out that he wants to be a ball player, and you figure out how to get him into that. Demetra makes sure that the other things are taken care of so that we can be the best version of ourselves all the way around the room. Now, speaking of grades, speaking of scouts learning about how you are on off the field, the high school coach is important in those situations. And you chose to go to Catholic. You want to talk about why you chose to go to Catholic?
Oh, definitely, because the academic standpoint is Catholic is like way different than any other school, and the baseball program is like very different and stands out like a lot. I could just tell from like somebody like Chris Rembert, he's gonna be like a big draft pick, and I saw him, and he was like helping me with schoolwork because we had an orientation day, and I could just tell that's where I wanted to be from like day one.
Right. Now, and you started as a freshman.
Yeah.
So what we had though, you know the grades. It's a tough school to go to. They prepare you for college. You stated to me, Teresa, that they told you right away the reason you're here is to be prepared for college. And then we know that it's, you know, Coach LeBounty has been one of the, if not the best coach in the Pensacola area, Northwest Florida area for 20 years. I mean, since we were in school. Yeah. And we're old. Yep. You know, real old in your case. But and so the point of that is you're finding exposure in that regard because LeBounty can give you the good coaching, but also you're going to be playing big ball games, big situations. You've gone deep into the playoffs. You've been ranked high in the nation. Those are the kind of things that get you further exposure, that increase your opportunity. Do you want to talk about that, man?
Oh yeah, that's definitely big. Coach LeBounty is definitely the best coach I've ever played for. He can be hard on us sometimes, but that's just helps us with like college coaching, basically.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely love him, man.
Talking about college, how did FSU come in the scene? You're starting as a freshman, which doesn't happen a whole lot. How does FSU come in the scene?
I think it was after they told somebody to come watch somebody named Colton Galot, and they watched him and saw me at a Niceville game. I think I went like 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, and then after that, I just kept talking to him, kept doing good, going oppo, and they just came and offered me eventually. So.
Right, and you jumped on it, but now, was there a thought process there, or you made do consequences? Go ahead.
Yeah, I personally wanted him to wait because I feel like, hey, go out there and go hunting colleges. And I told him, I said, hey, you get an opportunity to go look around, go try on different uniforms, see how you feel about the campuses. He fell in love with Florida State, so I bought T-shirts.
There you go. All right, now you're working hard. You've committed to a college. You know that LeBounty's working you hard during the school year. What are you doing away from the school year to impact you, get better at hitting, and also to increase the way your body feels so you can hit better, feel better, throw better, all that?
I go to a gym called Fit, and it's basically like an everyday off-season program. We do other like baseball workouts, sleds, med balls, sprints. That gets me like very prepared for day one of baseball season. So yeah, Lorenzo Aguilar definitely helps a lot with that.
Okay, and then we're going to probably go look at some of your hitting workouts, get some footage on that and run it during this. So what do you do hitting wise?
Hitting wise, my daily routine, go with my dad, go to the cage, put the tee on the outside part of the plate, work on a couple oppo swings, and then work on some soft toss, go oppo, go up the middle, go pull side. That definitely translates to the game and helps my approach.
No matter how good you are, start out hitting the ball the other way, you move your way down the middle, and then you pull the ball.
Sure.
And we talked yesterday, you believe your hand quickness, your hand coordination, if you're looking away, they're not going to get it by you inside. You don't have to worry about that.
Yes, sir.
You'll drop the hammer on anyway. Yep. Right? Okay, good. I mean, that is a pretty swing. Every bit of this weight transferring through. Wow. You like that? I think we want to wrap on talking about this. You've made sure that the schools have worked really well. how influential do you think making sure a good infrastructure is around your child?
A huge, just making sure that he's set up for success. That's the most important part of being a parent. I feel like, we have to have a goal in mind first and foremost, and then we have to have the steps to get to that goal. So, we ask them, we check in yearly. Hey, you still want to play baseball? Yes, I still want to play baseball. All right, well, let's go get to it. Right. So we make sure that he's locked in. He wants it. Then we're going to give him as many of the tools as we can to help him get to it,
How impressive is this to you, Ben?
Very impressive, man. He's surrounded by a good structured system. So his mom and dad has really put him in a great position to succeed. And a young man's on his way, man. He has a plan, and I'm just pulling for him.
That's right. So it's beautiful that you have a plan and you work the plan, but you also give Jalen the opportunity to decide whether or not that plan continues.
Absolutely. I told him every year, I was like, hey, there's a lot of money I'm spending that I could save if you choose not to.
Right.
And, he chooses to keep going. So we're going to keep going.
Right.
I love baseball coming up. My second favorite sport behind football.
Right.
Now it's my favorite because we're at it every day.
Right.
We're learning the game together, I tried out for the Diamondbacks and the Braves when I was coming up. I said, I could push you as far as there, but you got to push to the next level.
All right. Let's wrap on that. Thank you very much, Jalen.
Appreciate it, sir.
Awesome.